But let me tell you about internets. Hey guys! I'm looking at the drop frames. Oh no! And I also hear my dog wandering the halls. Give me a second. I gotta go grab that dog. Man, internet, I tell you. Did you change the encoder to stream? No, I didn't actually. I just changed the encoder of the recording. So the encoder on the recording is recording on a higher quality than the stream should be, but everything stayed the same. It's just my internet acting up again. In other words, I'm getting less than 1 megabits per second. 1 second though, I gotta get the dog. He is literally biting the wall. I could hear him biting through the wall. Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? How bad is it lagging now? Curiosity. I see the latency slowly going up. You mean I see it going up immediately? It's not slowly going up. It hit up. In fact, why don't we go do an internet speed test together, chat? No, wait, I forgot. That's going to show my IP and stuff. I don't want you to know where I am. I almost docked myself. Here, I'll take a picture of what it's looking like, so you guys could see. Give me a second. I gotta open Clip Studio for this. 8 frames, 25 frames, 13 frames, 4 frames. I wonder if the frame rate is the thing I need to turn down next. I just wanted to talk with you guys. Like, I wanted to try out just chatting stream, but I did have this plan just in case my internet act up. That way it wasn't too big of an important of a stream. Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna take a picture. Okay. Okay, let me show you guys what's Alan's internet looking like today. Which is funny, like, I don't know why the upload speed is so low, but the download speed is pretty fast. Oops, I didn't mean to type that. There you go. Let's go ahead and clear that. Alright, let me show you guys what does it look like. Okay. So this is what my download speed's looking like, or my internet speed's looking at right now. So we're sitting at like 346 download, but 2 going down lower upload. Someone's streaming? That could be the case. Honestly, I just wanted to talk. Like, I had a whole lot of things I wanted to talk about. Like, I was writing all kinds of things down over the week. But how are you guys doing? How big is the delay? I feel like it's like a 8-minute delay again. Because if I look at the frame rate drop, it's pretty big. Ooh, we're never gonna have a normal stream while the holidays are here. It was so good too, like all the way from like August till December. Like the stream delay test. There you go. The stream was doing really well with internet speed, but the problem is the holidays. It's always the holidays. And it's not even the holidays like in my area, like not like in my home. It's the holidays in the, like, what's it called? You're bored out, your school night shift is 13 seconds? That's not as bad as like 8 minutes. It's alright and gives money, but I'm also bored. Well, allow me to talk to you and hopefully, you know, kind of, what's it called? Alleviate your boredness, if my internet allows it. But yeah, my internet speed is like dipping below. Like if I did another internet speed test, let me see. Like even though it said 2.5 megabits per second, the reality is it's dipping below 2. It's like not a stable 2. It's more like a stable 1.5. Just wait a couple minutes, we'll see. Hopefully it stables out. Oh, it's lower, look! Chat, how low can we go? We did it! We in there, guys! I don't know what's the case, like, I don't know if there is something wrong with the router or not because they didn't say anything about it. Here, let me show you guys the new internet speed. That way you guys can see. I hope those who are watching this on the YouTube video on like full 1080p know that it's not 1080p. I hope I set the settings right though. Lower the bitrate to 500. Let's give that a try. I hope I set the right settings though. That's the problem. I set it to its own separate thing, as well as the resolution is upscaled to 1920 1080. So I'm hoping that's helping. But let me go ahead and adjust the new bitrate. That way you guys can see. Okay. Let me see. How do I do this again? Here we go. So we do this, right? And then I do this. So how are you guys doing while I'm trying to figure out my internet speed? So you guys saw, what's it called? You guys saw 2.5, right? Let me show you what it is now. You ready for this? You ready for this? Boom. We're sitting at a nice 0.94. We're 360 gang. Yeah, join us in chat. You see, I got this thing set up too. Like, the thing is, like, I was thinking about how to set up my just chatting streams, and I wanted to make it slightly different from my drawing streams, in the sense that my drawing streams is 90% drawing and 10% chatting. I want this to be 90% chatting and 10% drawing. But how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Hopefully the delay is not that bad, because I'm looking at it 50% drop frames. Maybe we won't go to full 2 hours I normally do, but we'll see. I wanted to go to full 2 hours. I wanted to, like, the thing is, I really wanted to try a just chatting stream, and I seen other people do it. I seen Niji Sanji, another talent agency, do it. I seen Hall Live do it, and I wanted to give it a try myself. Like, I wanted to get like a nice cup of coffee or tea, and I just want to like sit down and just talk to people, because I had a lot of talking points. 31-second buffer? Oh no! Does it help if you refresh? Can you try refreshing Sortie and see if that helps with the stream? Because it's showing up on my thing now as green, and I think my internet speed is starting to taper off. We'll see. Like, right now it's unstable. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. Unstable. But oh wait, no, I take it back. That's a no good. Try to see if you can, like, what's it called? See if it did taper off in any way. Just a quick refresh. Just chatting streams are fun. I never done one before, and that's why I kind of want to do it. Like, part of the reason was because I saw Vesper, like, I won't lie, like, every time Vesper does a just chatting stream in the morning, I usually like listen to it while I'm drawing and working on stuff. Oh, if you go for the full 2 hours, I'll be much obliged. Well, the problem is, if I go for this full 2 hours, I don't know how much of a delay is there. But I do want to go for the full 2 hours. I have a lot of things to talk about. In fact, so what's it called? Refresh me to go from, yeah. I think if you guys can refresh, try it right now, because my internet speed is tapering off. So it's doing slightly better. Also, 1 second, the dog is biting the walls again. I gotta get him. I'm back. And yes, my dog is biting the walls. No one is talking. People are talking. I had to go get the, what's it called? I had to go get the dog. Yeah, the dog, I swear. He is so full of energy. But yeah, what was I saying? I was talking about how, like, I saw Vesper doing a bunch of just chatty streams, and I want to try it out myself. I thought it'd be fun. Now, you never get a chance to use, like, all these things I set up. Because it's so hard to remember to use it, you know? Sometimes I need to remember to use it, and the only way I can remember is just chatting. So I wanted to make it more fun. That way it's like, you know, it's not just me chatting, it's me chatting with you, chat. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Magbot. Magnation, rise up. So why did you choose a sheep boy? I mean, I chose a sheep boy because what's it called? Like, I want to say sheep are my favorite animal. It wasn't my favorite animal growing up, but it became my favorite animal. But I also thought it was pretty cute and fitting because, you know, like, I'm a very timid person. Like none of you seen me like on the streets, and hopefully you guys won't see me on the streets because I don't want to live on the streets. But I'm a very, very timid person, and sheeps are very timid as well. Oh, but yeah, I have a lot of talking points set up, and the thing is, like, I don't know how many people use Discord this way, but I saw somebody talking about how to use Discord as a way to organize their thoughts and ideas and such. So I decided to give that a try. So along with the Discord I'm making for the stream, I also made my own personal Discord that's only accessible to me. Hopefully, nobody can get in there. And it has like all my notes. So like, I have like topic notes, I have a calendar, I have like organization for artist stuff, I have like an anime to watch list, I have a to-do list, I have a to-buy list, I have business expenses. Like I'm keeping track of all of it here, and it's really handy. Commission listing, so how many, like which commissions I still need to finish, things I need to plan for stream. Like, it's a really good way. Like, if you guys haven't done it, like, you should set up your own personal Discord to organize all your ideas and notes. And the best part about it is Discord is an app. So you can put it onto your iPad, you can put it onto your phone, and whatever you put onto one Discord message, you know, transfers between all of it. So it makes it much easier to organize. Sort of like a Google Docs in a way. The only thing I find cumbersome about Google Docs is that it's a lot harder to keep track of. Like, I try to use headings as a way to keep track of things, but it gets way too, like, complicated, if that makes sense. Like, if I ever was to show my Discord, like, I think it might have been better for me to use a Google Docs for, what's it called? For, not Google Docs. It might have been better for me to use a Discord for my, my story notes. Here, I'll show you my story notes look like. Like, honestly, like, I think a Discord might have been better. The only thing is, though, I don't know, how long does Discord save all your messages? Does it save it forever? Like, is it a thing that it saves forever? Let me see. Make sure there's nothing compromising here. Okay. You're unsure? Because I don't know if Discord removes messages. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Okay. Let me go set this up really quick. Okay, and let's make this nice and clean. I don't like... Here's what my stream note... Or this is my notes for... What's it called? For... What did they call it? Here's my notes for my story. Like, you can see how on the left side... Let me go crop it really quick. You don't think they delete messages? That'd be handy if they don't. I want to crop it so that it looks nice and clean. I always hated having like the document thing on the thing. 360 letter P. I forgot we're looking at this at 360p. Well, the chat or the YouTube video, you get to watch it at 1080. Can we look back? Oh, really? Interesting. So like, if you take a look at this, right? Look at my 360p fuzzy letters, right? There you go. Aine is left-handed. You see how like I put headings here to kind of help keep track of everything, right? I did that for like keeping track of like, oh, here's what each chapter is and all that stuff, right? And then like I have the writings over here, right? So I have a whole bunch of like stuff right here. Aine's left-handed, guys. But yeah. So the thing is, I feel like I could put all that into Discord, and it'll be a lot easier for me to keep track of my notes because like I said, it's a lot easier to make categories and channels and columns to keep your notes intact. So I can make like a channel for like, I don't know, chapter 60, right? And then I could like make one for like the next few chapters and such. It's like one of those things that I never really thought of until I actually tried it. And after like people recommending it, it's actually a really good idea. Oh, let me take a sippy. Wait, where's my water? I have water. Even though I have coffee on the stream, my coffee went cold and I don't want to drink it. Don't you hate it when that happens, when your coffee goes cold? You can have a chat though. Let me see. Let me go remove some of these sources. Hey They are only deleted from your cache. It stays on the server unless the chat. Okay, interesting. Has a Discord for when he was writing his book. One channel per chapter, and he's currently publishing it. But yeah, see, that's a good idea. Room temperature coffee is gross. It depends. Like, the thing is, I don't mind room temperature coffee if it's supposed to be iced coffee and it melted. But if it's hot coffee going cold, then no. The thing is, I always imagine iced coffee being sweeter than regular coffee. So like when it comes to drinking regular coffee, I like my regular coffee hot. Like if it's bitter, it better be hot. Just like tea. You know? I kind of like it when my tea and coffee are like warm and hot. Speaking of coffee, which has nothing to do with coffee, let me tell you like how I've been spending the last few days. Because it's very interesting. Like usually I've been working really hard, but like for those who follow my Twitter, you may have seen a message I posted on Twitter saying like, I don't know which game to play, Pokemon, Genshin, or Final Fantasy 14. Sugar makes everything better? In a way, yeah. Except for the fact that I could give you diabetes. Nobody wants diabetes. But yeah, like it's a funny thing of what happened after that. After I posted about Final Fantasy 14, Genshin, and Pokemon, which game I should play, like I tried to play Genshin, but then it said there I can't go online. In fact, the picture I posted on the other day was due to the... Muted? Am I muted? Wait, am I muted? Chat, am I muted? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Is this thing on? Before I keep going with my story. Just die for me, quick 15 seconds. Oh, I can see it. You got an ad? Ad time? Wait, I didn't do ad time. Oh no. A very laggy ad? Is it just me? Talk about their coffee is reminded of their Haluva Boss. Oh yeah. I know what Haluva Boss is. I haven't seen it myself, but yeah. Guys, my internet is dropping again. What a perfect timing too, when I was talking about Genshin Impact and how I couldn't play because like it's an online only game. And I can't play said online only game. And same with Final Fantasy 14. Am I back? Can you guys hear me? Say 1 if you guys can hear me. Say 2 if you can't hear me. Say 0 if Alan's cool. Heh. Oh, I like how too, like, on my Discord, I forgot to close it, and I'm, like, typing a whole bunch of numbers. Am I still here? 1? Okay. Is it delayed? Try refreshing again. YouTube is not gonna know what talking about. Like, those people who are watching on YouTube will be like, what is he talking about? This stream is good! 1080p! Yeah! It's amazing! 305, stop it! But yeah, like, I wanted to play Genshin Impact the other day, but my internet wasn't working. Like, it's been like a long time. 17-second delay! Ugh. Refresh, keep hitting that refresh button. Refresh, F4, F5. F5 it up. Oh man. Man, this is gonna suck whenever I want to do like a holiday special. Like I have so many fun ideas for the holidays, but I wonder if it's just because it's Christmas and New Year's. Out to F4, yeah. Oldest trick in the book. But yeah, have you noticed like a lot of games nowadays are online only? Like there's a lot of fun games coming out, but a lot of them require you to play online. Even though they don't have a, what's it called? Even if they don't like, even if you're not playing multiplayer all the time. Like some games I understand, like Fortnite and like, what's it called? What's that one game called? The one with guys falling. Fall Guys, right? Among Us. Those games make sense, but then like some games like, sort of like Genshin Impact. I kind of wish had like an offline mode, but I guess that makes it easier to hack when you think about it because you don't like trace back to the server all the time. Yeah, that means like you can't play your favorite games during a power outage. Like Pokemon was the only thing I was able to play during then. Having live service games are always online. Yeah, the thing was like Pokemon was the only one I was able to play, and it kind of reminded me of the times where like the games weren't always online. And it was kind of nice too because it was like how should I put it? When my internet was slowing down, I didn't really have to worry about it in my game. I think even Genshin Impact, even though you're playing single player most of the time, if your online is like being spotty, your character lags even though you're not playing with anybody. Like, I remember I had that issue. Like the picture I posted afterwards where I showed the area loading in despite me like actually being in game already. It was all like weird and stuff. So yeah, I kind of wish they had games with either offline mode or just like games where it's like 10 out of 10 graphics, yeah, or option to play without internet. Like what was that game called? Back 4 Blood. You guys know Back 4 Blood? It's like the Left 4 Dead kind of the Left 4 Dead spiritual sequel. This for the first like few months, I think they had it so it was only online, even though Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 had an offline mode where you could play on like play by yourself with bots. And the thing was, you could do the same thing in Back 4 Blood, except you can't play it offline. They later added an offline mode because people were demanding it, but it kind of surprised me that that wasn't in the forefront of their thoughts, especially since they already had all this like the things for it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things like where they have everything set up for an easy transition to offline mode, but they didn't add it. I'm not too sure as to why. Kind of miss playing Back 4 Blood and like Left 4 Dead though. Oh man. But you know what's funny though? Going back on the games I was thinking about when I was playing those days, like the Pokemon Genshin and Final Fantasy 14. I was having a bit of trouble. Like it took me, I'm not gonna lie, it took me about an hour or maybe even 2 of me just laying about or just like watching videos or just scrolling through the internet and looking at Twitter and stuff just before I could think like, what game do I want to play? Like I was so stuck on whether I want to play Final Fantasy 14, Genshin, or Pokemon. Miss those games you could play with your friends offline. Yeah, I miss those times too. Like Halo used to have that. In fact, I think they added that for one of the games. Yeah, Halo Collection Edition memories. Is that what CE, or is that Combat Evolved? I don't know if that's Collection Edition or Combat Evolved. But yeah, the thing is too, like yeah, Combat Evolved. That's the one. That's the original one, the first one. Back when I had back when I was younger, like I remember playing that game a lot. It was like my game. Star Little War. Which one had Paradox? I don't know how many people want to be spoiled, right? On that. So I don't know if we should. What's it called? You guys could say yes or no, but I'm not gonna say. I don't want, in case people in chat want to like, what's it called? Especially the lurkers. I feel bad for the lurkers, so I won't spoil what I say about like Paradox Pokemon. I did see them, so. C is your favorite Halo? Here's the thing, Halo is like Star Wars. I never seen Star Wars, and in that sense that like the original trilogy was the best, and everything afterwards was pretty bad. I'm just saying, like Halo should have ended at 3. It even like it had like a good like way of ending too, where it was like Master Chief is in his pod and he's like, "What are you doing, Chief?" Finishing. Wait, no, that's the second one. Where he goes to sleep in like Cairo space or like Cairo sleep, just like the way he started the game. So it was like one of those things where to kind of like, you don't know if he survives or not. You like the future ones? Oh, you're talking about the Pokemon one. But yeah, I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but honestly, I felt like Halo should have ended at 3. I remember getting Halo 4 for my birthday, and I played it for a bit, but it didn't just capture me as much as Halo 1 to 3 did. I think the thing with Halo 1 to 3, something about it being charming is the simplicity of the gunplay. I don't know. I mean, Halo 4 and up technically has simplicity of the gunplay too, but they also had like shield power up, where it's like you press X on your reserve shield item and all that stuff. I don't know. I haven't played much of 4, so maybe it was better than I thought. Capture the Halo 4. Yeah, they made a Call of Duty copy in a way. In fact, then they had sprinting in it for a while, and then like they just took it out in the like the most recent Halo game. How was Halo Infinite though? I heard it was good. I heard like the gameplay was like, or at least the Halo multiplayer gameplay was back to its roots. 3-shot battle rifle, 9 shots to kill, Or you could do the BXB to kill them, or the BXR. Oh man, I used to be like a pro Halo 2 player. It's really bad, oh no! You personally prefer to pass? I getcha, I getcha. I think I do too in a way. Not to spoil anything, because people in chat could hear me. That's what they told the fanbase to hype us up, but they did not live up to expectations. But I heard the beta was good. I don't know what happened between the beta and the release. Like honestly, what could have happened between the beta and the release that made it so bad? Oh, I got a burp. I got a burp. There we go. But yeah, it's kind of, what's it called? I know I was watching and listening to videos talk about Halo Infinite, the beta, and I was like, it's amazing, and it got me tempted too. But how did the campaign go? Like, it was Halo Infinite, but was it open world? Season pass, cosmetics locked behind heavy grinds. In other words, the Overwatch problem. Oh man, season passes are everywhere now, aren't they? I try to think, like, season passes weren't everywhere, but like recently it's popping up in every game, and it's popping up in games that you wouldn't expect it to be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, Genshin Impact has a season pass, right? But it's not like the same sense of like how shooting games has their season pass. Overwatch got one too. Halo Infinite. I'm trying to think. Even games that are like, what's it called? Back 4 Blood technically has a season pass. But the season pass, how it works is you play games, you get points to unlock things. Season passes are in new loot boxes? I believe it, honestly. Pay $80, you'll get a season pass for an extra 30. What? How does that work? I heard Halo Infinite had the thing where it's like, once you buy your season pass, season pass, you bought it for good. So if you ever want to go back to it, you can go back to it. You know? I like how I was gonna say, like, my stream is supposed to be titled looking back at 2022, but we're looking back at Halo Infinite, which is a 2021 game. Wait, is Halo Infinite 2021? Let me see. What year did Halo Infinite came out on? Halo Infinite. I mean, technically, like, didn't Diablo Immortal came out this year too? Diablo Immortal has a, what's it called? Has a season pass too, and it's like, it's one of the most like predatory games out there. That came out this year, right? Has it only been 6 months since Diablo Infinite came out? Man, that's crazy when you think about it. 1 second, I drink some water. In fact, I like to, when I'm talking to my friends, I like to make sound effects when I'm drinking water, like this. Do you like that, chat? Do you like the sound of me drinking through that straw? Had surprisingly good expectations for it. Yeah, even I got, like, I played Diablo Immortal, and it was a game Diablo was never a franchise I really cared for, but after playing Diablo Immortal, it got me curious about Diablo 1, 2, and 3. I ended up buying 3 and 2 on Blizzard. You have weird friends? I know. I don't know why they put up with me. Sweet human horror sound, yeah. But Diablo, like, Immortal got, what's it called? Got me into Diablo games, so I played Diablo 2 and 3. You come in here to say hi and be hype. All I hear is sucking noises. Don't forget 360p. How are you doing, Ninja Maniac? Don't worry about it. You love Diablo 2, but my names come from my very... Oh, yeah. I remember you saying that, Dyrus. Oh, was it that one character? The one that the Archangel? Like, I only played all through Diablo 3. I played through Diablo 2, but I think I got halfway through and I haven't been able to get back into it. But I do want to go back into Diablo 2. Maybe I'll do that on a stream. That'll be a stream thing. But Diablo 3 was a really fun thing. Also, yeah, welcome to the channel, Ninja. Hopefully you enjoy your time here. We're just chatting. This is my first time doing just a chatting stream, so I hope you enjoy yourself. Oh, Ninja, you're from Frosty stream. How are you doing? I'm doing great. When you put the Frosty emote, I remembered. It came back to me like a brick in my head. Stream won't last 2 hours, 40 minutes in. Yeah, we haven't talked. I apologize for the bad quality of the stream. My internet's like really crappy right now, so but yeah, I'm just here to chat. I knew it was gonna be crappy, so the chatting thing was supposed to be like a contingency plan. No, we talked a little bit about 2022. We talked about like, what's it called? Diablo Immortal. That's 2022. And how I got a new appreciation for Diablo. I want to play all the way through Diablo 2 though, but the problem is, I'll probably do it on stream. Good friend of mine, we go way back. I have a lot of those too. Good friends on stream. I don't out them. They don't know. Chat doesn't know who they are, but maybe they're all of them. Maybe everybody in my chat is actually people in real life I know. If you know me in real life, say I. I'm waiting for everybody to say I, because I know all of you in real life. You're all my friends in real life, right? They out themselves. Oh, give me a second. Gotta stretch a little bit. Speaking of 2022 games, like I was thinking back to some games that released at the beginning of 2022. Do you guys remember Pokemon Legends Arceus? Like the Pokemon Scarlet game before Pokemon Scarlet? Kai? Yeah, Kai. See, look, Ninja Master knows me in real life too. Oh wait, your name is Ninja Maniac. It's in blue and it's on black, so it blends in, my bad. I just completed when I saw MA. I have dyslexia. We all have dyslexia, chat. You have dyslexia. I have dyslexia. He, she, we. Dyslexia. But going back to Pokemon Legends Arceus, I gotta say, that was a very good start to the year. The game had like a lot of weird bugs to it, but like, I don't know how many people actually played it, but it was such a fun, refreshing take on the Pokemon formula, you know? Honestly, I did want to go back and play it again. Like, maybe do a Nuzlocke stream of, or not Nuzlocke stream, but Nuzlocke playthrough of it. I'm trying to think what else games. The thing is, like, this year has to be like one of my busiest years. So like, I didn't have as much time to play games. And I know there's a lot of games that came out this year, like Elden Ring and God of War. Arceus had such fun moments on Twitter. I know! I think my favorite moment is when I saw the Snorlax. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about, the Snorlax. And I'm walking past it. I'm like, oh, it's just a Snorlax. It can't run after me. And then you hear the hyper beam noise. And you turn around. The Snorlax woke moment, yeah. And then you see him chasing you. Oh, that's one of my favorite moments in Arceus, and it made me realize that this game was something different. It put fear in me. And I don't know why. I think the battle formula is different, but for some reason, your Pokemon either die faster or hit harder. I don't know why. It felt like that. It felt like everything was just much more powerful. Even Pokemon that are normally bulky, like Umbreon, would still go down in 2 to 3 hits. I feel like Scarlet and Violet could have used a bit more time in the oven. Yeah, I think so too. I wish they didn't split the team between Arceus and Scarlet. If they just like combined the two teams, they might have made it something really good. Is that a lamb on your table? Yeah. This is you, chat. See, look, chat. You're on my table. You get to drink a little bit of my coffee too. How do you like that, chat? See? Here, drink some coffee, chat. In fact, I have another one. Let me see. Let me go toss it on stream. That way it feels more logical that you guys are talking. Let's see. Where is it? Icons, hands, props. Man, I keep forgetting. Like, I have everything organized, but the thing is, the more organized you get, the easier it is to lose things. Here we go. There you go, chat. Did it not work? Let me try it again. There you go. There you go. We aren't prisoners of the stream. I know. Only part of you are prisoners. There you go. Look, chat. Wait, let's make that little... There you go. See, chat? You're talking now. This one's prisoner, right? In fact, let's go flip you. Let's go spin you around. Wrong way. Wait. Give me a second. I'll get it right. There we go. There you go, chat. You'll be right here, right next to me. Get rotated, I know. Get spinned on. First time I see him, yeah. This is actually an old asset. Like, I made it for my request night. In fact, I had it on a banner. Let me see. I had it on a thumbnail. Man, I'm looking back at all my thumbnails. I feel like it's always a fun thing to look at all the things that I've created. Let me see. Let's see, where is it? I had it on a thumbnail here. It was like one of my earliest streams when I was streaming. Which is funny because I've only been streaming for half a year. So to say it's one of my earliest streams. See, here you go. This is what the thumbnail was. It was a request night, see? So you get to request something and I'll draw it as a sketch. You can find it on what's it called, on YouTube. If you want to check out what kind of drawings I came up with, we had like things like Buff Kyrie and other fun assortment of drawings. I'm thinking of doing another request night, it's just I haven't gone around to it. Oh, speaking of which, nights. Here we go. I had notes written down here, right? So, here's the thing. You know how Steam sales are on right now? I was trying to look at some games to play during the Steam sales, right? And I was trying to figure out what games to buy, but something caught my eye, and it's RPG Maker MZ. And I had to think long and hard to myself, right? Here's the thing. Before I became a VTuber, before I started drawing, before I made comics, I wanted to make a game. I wanted to be a game designer. So before everything else, that's what I wanted to do. I'm not looking at Steam sales for the sake of my wallet. I know. Alan's gonna make a game. Here's the problem though. You know how I go 1000% into everything? I went 1000% into my comic, and like, what's it called? Here I am 2 years later. I went 1000% into the VTubing thing, and look at all these assets I created. If anything, I made, let's see, 3 times 4, 12 times 6. I made it probably around 72 different thumbnails, right? That's super cool. Thanks. So here's what I'm like worried about. If I do decide to buy RPG Maker, how hard am I gonna go into this thing? Because holding back, unless somebody's there to hold me back, like if I don't have anyone to taper my, what's it called, taper my abilities, taper my time, I am gonna go so hard into this. I'll be dead, chat, in 2023. Let's not lie. I'm gonna be dead in 2023 if I don't stop myself. Helen's on a leash? No. That's part of the reason I might be starting a Discord. Imagine my Discord. One for, what's it called? One part is for my streaming, one part is for my webcomic, and the other part's for the game I'm making. I even had like a plan. I was like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but once I saw RPG Maker on sale, I had a plan and I started typing out a plan. I even have, you know, the Discord thing I'm organizing? I have a whole channel dedicated to it. Look, I even wrote some notes. Item progression using events. Things such as like arrows and items that can be done through events. Eating leveling up system. A guild test to determine which areas you can go in. I was typing a bunch of things onto my notes. It's already over, chat. I'm just gonna buy RPG Maker MZ. You guys have to accept that. I'm gonna be dead in 2023. But I do want to make a game. I won't lie. Like, I had so many fun game ideas. So like, I don't know how many people actually played like exploration games, like Yume Nikki and what's it called? Yume Nikki and what was the other one? Eve? No, not even Eve. Not Yume Nikki. There's like a lot of games where it's just focused on the exploration. I just don't remember them from the top of my head. Like, I guess you could say Black Space from Omori. Like when you get to the Black Space and Black Space 2. That's sort of like a Yume Nikki experience. But I was thinking of a game like that, but not scary. because I'm very bad with horror. In fact, I'm so bad with horror that I get scared by my own ideas. Like, I'm just thinking my ideas in my head, then I look outside my door and it's dark, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've seen faces in the dark. That's how much of a scaredy cat I am. I have so much fun ideas for horror games, but it scares me. But yeah, going back to it, like, I want to make an exploration game that was like more lighthearted and more like comedic. So like one of my ideas was based on the ideas of trains, right? And it was idea of like this character that's going to school, so they went to take the train, but the train didn't take them to school, but instead the train took them to like different areas. But the different areas were based on like interest. So like it took it to a video game area, so everything there is like video game references and stuff like that. Or maybe it took it to like a 90s area where everything was like based on like memes and stuff from the 90s. Or maybe it took it to like outer space, right? So the idea was like you're finding your way to the school, but every time you took the train, it took you to a different like substation in a different location. And I think it would have been really, really fun if it was like, and it was like more comedic. So it was like, oh, I know, Alice in Toiletland. I don't know how many people heard of Alice in Toiletland. If you look it up, it's like that. It's supposed to be like surreal, weird, but fun. That's so awesome. Whatever you decide, be sure to see passion you have. Yeah, different era. No, not era, area. So it's like different themes. It's like one area might be cooking, so all the NPCs there are food. The things you do there are like food related. So like maybe you push like a bell pepper into a stew to get it out of your way, or maybe you got to kill a carrot man because he's stabbing all the meats. I don't know, something like that, right? It was just on the top of my head. So like the idea is like it's supposed to be surreal, it's supposed to be thematic, and it's also supposed to be just fun, silly and comedic. Like, if you guys never heard of Alice in Toiletland, here, let me show you. I'll show you one screenshot of Alice in Toiletland and you'll already see what I mean. It's supposed to be like that. Alice in Toiletland. Okay. Fun. Yes. I had the idea. The funny thing was like, okay, I might be, what's it called? Is it? That's just a picture of Vinay sauce. The Vinay sauce. Can't believe I can't find a picture of Alice in Toiletland outside of Vinay sauce. Oh, it's Toilet and Water. Oh, my bad. Toilet in Wonderland. Okay. So here, let me show you my picture. My screen. So for those who don't know what it is, it's basically like this surreal exploration game. The plot. The plot is simple. You play as a girl who's constipated, and your goal is to collect constipation pills so you can poop. So you meet a wacky cast of characters along the way, along with Michael Jackson. This is your father. It's a giant tongue. It's a very wacky and surreal game, and I wanted to make something like it. And that's why I was looking at RPG Maker, because I was looking at the fact that like you can make games like that on there too. But I was also thinking of like an RPG game, like just a general RPG game, because I was playing some RPG Maker games like Omori and like Lisa. I haven't played Lisa, but I heard of Lisa and I was looking at videos of it. I thought you made it up. No, I'm 100% serious. In fact, here's a shot of Michael Jackson talking to you in the game. Oh, you just happen to be the hero of their tale. I don't know how Michael Jackson sounds like. This is the world that hinges on how constipated you are. To put it bluntly, your irregularity in this is this world's very lifeline. It's a very silly game. If you guys want something silly and fun, I would highly recommend Toilet in Wonderland, and it's a free game. It's a free game too. See, look, this cow. Where's the Mario logged in? Must have had a lot of fun. Yeah, and I wanted to do something fun like that. So that's where the train idea came from too. It was like the idea of this fun exploration. Let me drink some water. I've been talking my lips off, so I gotta water my lips. Have you ever like got dry lips from talking? You gotta pepper them. Like that. But the other idea I had for a game, so here's the thing. How many people here heard of the manga Dungeon Meshi? Dungeon Meshi, for those who don't know, is a manga about people going down to the dungeon and basically they're trying to find the main character's little sister who got eaten by a dragon, right? They're trying to find a dragon to save the little sister. But they realized that when they escaped the dungeon, they left all their items. So they have no money except all the items on their back. Danmachi? I think that's what it is. Danmachi? No. That's Danmachi is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon, if I'm correctly? Dungeon Meshi, yeah. So basically to get down to the lower parts of the dungeons, they had to eat whatever they could find. So every monster they killed, they would turn into dinner one way or another. Whether it's using the ghost to make ice cream because the ghosts are really cold, or making like what's it called? Making some what was it? A basilisk? Making roasted basilisk to eat full of antidote herbs. It's a very fun story. Gotta love the pan knight on the cover. Delicious in Dungeon. Yeah, check it out. It's a really good manga. Manga. This reminds me of Dungeon Munchies. I never heard of Dungeon Munchies. Is that a manga? Let me look it up. But yeah, so I had a fun idea, and it was actually not based on Dungeon Meshi, but Dungeon Meshi was like a story that came out that was based or that had that ideas. Oh yeah, it's like this game. I think I seen a bit of this game before. Dungeon Munchies. 1 second. I gotta sneeze. No, I don't. But I got something in my mouth all of a sudden when I tried to sneeze. But yeah, I wanted to make a game where the whole progression is based on eating. So basically you have to go out there and hunt for ingredients. So like monsters and stuff, and then you turn them into food. And you just mix certain ingredients to make certain things. Because like, I love it when games have a cooking system, but I like it when the cooking system is unorthodox. Like people who played Atrian Odyssey Untold know what I'm talking about, because they had like let me see if I can find one. In Atrian Odyssey they had a lot of fun food. Atrian Odyssey Untold food. But the thing is, their food was based off actual monster parts. So like if you take a look at this, let me see if I can show my screen. You can see that they literally took a caterpillar and turned into a casserole. They took a monster eye and turned into a sandwich. I want to do something like that where we're taking like regular ingredients, like you hunt monsters down and then you make it into food, and then you use that food to level up. So it's like depending on the food you make, it'll determine what stat boost you get. That's pretty brilliant. Yeah, it was an idea I really had, and I had it working for a while, but I haven't like gotten back to it. So I wanted to try to remake that idea. And it was really, really fun too, in the sense that like I had the idea that there's the gameplay loop is you go out there, you hunt, you go back to the kitchen, you cook, right? You keep leveling up to get to new areas, then you repeat the cycle. And I was thinking of adding a third piece to it where it's like maybe the main character runs a restaurant. So not only is he feeding himself to level up, but he's also feeding his allies, but his allies make requests. It's like, oh, I want a eyeball sandwich, right? So then like if you have the ingredients, good. If you don't have the ingredients, you have to go out hunting for it. But they also can join you for the hunt, stuff like that. It was like a simple RPG maker system. Like I wanted to try and make. And then I want to make it too, is like you fight the boss and then you turn them to dinner. I'm not just saying this because I'm hungry. And I'm not just saying this because I talk about food like literally every stream. But yeah. But I also played some other games too. Like I forgot what this game was called. Oh yeah. It was like a Dark Souls kind of RPG. And it's basically it was literally Dark Souls in turn-based game. And it had a pretty open world and it was pretty fun. That dragon tail looks delicious. I found a new recipe. Yeah, something like that. Either that or it's like You can learn the recipes from other people or other restaurants. You go to other restaurants, competing restaurants, yeah. And I also had another idea too. Like, I had an idea for like a lot of story ideas I have for my like mangas and stuff. I also can make them into game ideas. So like the one I have for a Dire Engagement. Like, for those who don't know, let me go bring it up really quick. I'm also a comic artist, so I made Dire Engagement for a contest. But part of the thing too with Dire Engagement was I made it so it can work as a video game, just because I always wanted the idea to make it on RPG Maker. Let me show you. So here, let me show you what Dire Engagement is. So, Dire Engagement is a story I made for a call to action contest story, and it's basically about a couple, right? The couple wants to earn enough money to get married because they're engaged, but they're engaged, but they can't get married because they don't have enough money. So it follows their journey basically to get money, and they do all kinds of odd quests and requests to basically earn money to make to do so. And I thought like that would be fun as a story, but it'll also be fun as a video game if you play as the two characters on their journey, like, you know, doing quests and such, meeting people along the way to to get married with your fiance. Also, this is not just a promotion for my story. Check out Dire Engagement. Wait. Check out Dire Engagement today on Webtoons for free. I don't think the wink's as impactful without me saying it. Wink. There we go. Wink. Wink, wink. Wink, 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 wink. Yeah. I had that as an idea. I wanted to make that into a game as well, just for the simple fact that it actually works really well with a game. And if I was gonna do that as a game, like what's it called? If I was gonna do that as a game, I wanted to make it so that there's like an antagonist force in it. What's the best way to read your mangas in your opinion? Personally, I like Pixiv. Pixiv is actually pretty good. Let me show you why. Webtoon is pretty good too, but personally, like, I like the way it looks on Pixiv. Alright, let me go make sure I click on my story, because this thing has a weird thing. Okay, so like if I go to this chapter, right? Like, I kind of like the way it looks on Pixiv because it's kind of simple to read. So it's just like on Webtoons, you scroll down, but it's very much full pages. It's just like when you're reading a manga. Like on Manga-Lot or something like that. You know what I mean? Ta-da! Not self-promotion or anything. This stream is sponsored by Alan LaFell. Be sure to check out his webtoon and his manga and his YouTube video, his Twitter. Wait, how do YouTube videos say it? Be sure to follow me on TikTok and subscribe to me on Instagram and follow me or hit that like button on Twitter. Smack that bell on YouTube. Strangle that Webtoon. Step on that Pixiv. More manga style Pixiv. Yeah. They also there's another place I posted on. It's a newer website called Manga Plus. Don't forget to join my Discord. There we go. I'll have a Discord one day, guys. I want to work for it. Screw TikTok. Well, that's the thing though. Like, I don't like TikTok, but I think I'm gonna have to make a TikTok. Like, I want to try to be a better content creator. And I think part of being a content creator is being able to grow your audience. That way, you know, the community gets to talk to each other, people get to have fun with each other, and I get to have fun with the community. So I'm gonna try to learn TikTok. That's like one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm saving that stream for Sunday. So I'm not gonna spill all the secrets just yet, but that's one of my New Year's resolution, making a TikTok and learning how to use it. You kids these days with your TikToks. But let me see. There's another place I posted on that's also just as good. But the thing is, they put the pages on spread, and I gotta say, it looks really good because when I made these pages, let me show you. When I made these pages, I took into consideration the gutter. So that's why you always see this gutter space right here. Like, you see this gutter space. Do you see my mouse? Where's the... Well, there goes that. No, seeing the mouse. Let me see. Let's try that again. Okay. And let's clean that up. I don't like it. Here's the thing, I don't like it when when the things on the top show up. The tabs. I don't want you guys to see my tabs. I don't like to see when I open 50 different tabs. There we go. So, do you see my mouse here? Does my mouse show up now? I click show cursor. Yes? Yes, yes? Oh, whatever. Alright. You know what do we do in times like this? Alright. This is what we have props for, chat. This is exactly what we have props for. I created these props for this very exact reason, alright? Let's see, which one should we use? There we go. Well, I didn't create this one. I got it online. Alright, so, you see this gutter space where I'm playing with my chainsaw? Do it, my good guy. I said you got passion? Thank you. I'm glad if there's anything I do have, it's definitely like drive and passion. You see this gutter space right here? Like if you look at each page, the middle spot is designed to make sure there's nothing important, right? It's because in publication, where if you print this out, this area tends to be where the binding happens. And because of that, oftentimes things get cropped out. But I try to do my best to make sure nothing shows up on there. So it actually looks really good as a spread. So if you want to have another way to read it, I'll post a link in chat. It's called Media Bang. I think you guys heard of it before. Sorry, let me go turn off the chainsaw. Imagine if somebody came into the stream just now, at that moment. Yes, that's a good question, Sorty, and the answer is 100% yes. I really want to print this out, even if it's not to sell to other people, or even like, what's it called? I do want to like distribute it somehow, but I also want one just to put on my shelf. That way I can say I did that. Yeah, I do plan to make this physical. That's why I designed it. Everything that's to it, everything I did to it is designed to make it so it works for printing. From the one extra page spread right here to the omakes at the end. The omakes at the end are meant to be as fillers. Yeah, there's the thing too, is like you don't actually think a lot about editorial, or not editorial, printing. You don't think about a lot about prints until you actually work in it. Because when you start working with material like that, you realize there's a lot of things that goes into it, from the idea of gutter to the idea of bleeds. You'll love a copy? Yeah. I was thinking of selling it, but I also think about like distributing it at Anime Expo. Like if I ever go to Anime Expo and, you know, have my my disguise on, I would like pass it around, free copies. I mean, I pay for it. Thank you guys. You guys are sweet. I even designed like, oh, that reminds me, like next year I gotta make next week. I guess that's technically next year. I gotta make a new cover for the story. Volume 3. But yeah, I want to pass it out on Anime Expo and stuff. Your boy can't go to USA? Well, I'm trying to learn mailing, so maybe that could be a thing too. Let me drink some water. Snake. Snake. Oh man, I can't do my snake voice when my voice is dry. I do this like dumb thing with my voice where my friend hates it, but whenever I talk about Metal Gear, I always do my snake voice. My impression of snake voice. How many of you have seen Metal Gear? You know what I'm talking about? Like that very iconic snake. Let me see. Let me drink some water. Colonel. 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 This is Snake here. Snake. Snake. We are looking for you to do a mission. Go to Anime Expo and find this comic. Alright, Colonel. I'm on it. Snake. Wait, Snake, this is Otacon. It's not a comic, it's a manga. A manga is a Japanese media printed in Japan. Okay, this is getting stupid. I'm sorry. Part of the reason I was like thinking about that was because I was actually listening to a video where Huey was talking to Snake about Santa Claus. And Snake was saying like, Santa's real. The Pentagon tracks him and everything. And Huey's like, oh, Snake, Santa is not real. And Snake's like, Kern, but Otacon, he brings me gifts every year. You know, that's something I gotta play. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub. Be sure to use those emotes well. Welcome to the sheepies. Wait, how come my thing didn't go off? Usually I have a Twitch alert. Oh, there it is, there it is. Do you see that? It was the little blushy thing. I accidentally had it off. Here, let me show you what it looks like. I know, what's it called? It technically went by fast, but let me show you what it looked like. But thank you Ninja Maniac. Thank you for the support. And I hope Kelpie you enjoy those emotes. Look at Kelpie getting free subs every time. Thank you. Let me see. What was it called? Was it Streamlabs? I don't remember which one it was. What do I use for this thing again? I won't lie. I should probably know my things better, but I don't. Streamlabs. Yeah, that is what it is. Streamlabs. Let's see. How do I log in? Let me log in with Twitch. Okay, so let me show you what my Twitch alert was. Technically, it was supposed to be like play clipped. I don't know what that means. You're clipped? Oh, interesting. But here, this is what I was talking about. Look at this. Teehee, thank you for the follow. You're making me blush. Hatsukashii. You know what's funny? Santa is actually real in DC Universe, and every year, without fail, he gets through the defenses of the apocalypse and gets to the dark side. One else, a long buckle. That's so stupid, but I love it. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me deep inside kind of believes in Santa Claus. Not like believe in Santa Claus like, yeah, he's real, but I believe in him in the sense that, like, if he comes up and drops off a gift, like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, that's somebody else. I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's Santa. You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever proved that he was fake, right? Right? Wink. I'm just saying, there's a possibility that he could be real. And, like, no matter how small that possibility, that's what lies deep in my heart. On the surface level, I know that he's kind of, you know, made up. But deep inside, I'm kind of hoping that maybe he might be real. Just like Gensokyo. Man. Toho. One second, I'm gonna drink some water. I'm a little thirsty. So, 1 hour into the stream and I still haven't talked about 2022. Let's go ahead and get back on that. So, I wanted to talk about other games that came out this year. Have you guys played Kirby and the Forgotten Lands on the Switch? That game came out just like around March. And the thing was, that game came out around Elden Ring time too. One second, I'm really thirsty. I'm talking a lot more than usual. Wait, you guys want to hear the noise. There you go. But yeah. Kirby came around like the same time as Elden Ring, and that was the reason why. Yeah, that's the one where you could eat the car. Yeah. Kirby was the reason why I didn't get Elden Ring. Did not care much about the games this year. I get ya. It's not everybody's cup of tea this year. But for me, I felt like there's a lot of games that I wanted to play. I just didn't get time around to play it. But yeah, Kirby was the reason I didn't get Elden Ring. So if you were wondering why I never played Elden Ring, it's because of Kirby. I was like, should I play Kirby or should I play Elden Ring? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play Kirby. Because usually when I play Elden Ring, I always solo it. I play the Dark Souls game solo, so it doesn't matter whether I get to summon anyone or not. But that said, I'm gonna play Elden Ring this year, guys. Count on it. Believe it! It's gonna be my first time playing Elden Ring. I'm okay at Dark Souls. I don't want to say I'm pretty good at because that's jinxing myself. I'm okay at Dark Souls though. Dark Souls 3 was pretty easy. Dark Souls 1 was pretty difficult. I never played Dark Souls 2. Someone take notes. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, I think it was so much easier because they extended the invincibility frames on your roll. So it was so much easier to roll through things. Either that or they cleaned up the hitbox. Because Dark Souls 1, I would roll and I would still get hit. I don't know about Dark Souls 2, but Dark Souls 3, when I rolled, I 70% dodged the attack. Even if there's summons. Oh yeah. Let me solo her. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Could never play Elden Ring. I was not a gamer. Masochistic. The melee fight looks nuts to me. I know what you mean. The thing is too, I like to play those games in melee. Like I use Archer to kind of pull things in, but I don't kill enemies from afar. It's like I pulled him in and then I killed him. I'm a man of honor. If you notice my Skyrim streams, that's what they're all about. It's honorable battles to the death. Me, my sword, and my healing skills that you don't have. Honor. But yeah, I plan to play it. I don't know if my computer could run it. I'll have to see if my computer can run it. If it can't, then I'm gonna buy it on the PS4. Oh man, PS4 stream. My PS4 is like it's on its last days. I literally got a PS4 and it's the Destiny 1, not Destiny 2, Destiny 1 special edition. So just to put into perspective how old my PS4 is, me, my sword, and my healing skills, and the 500 fruits in my inventory. Are fruits like healing items? 1 second, I got a text message. I know, like, what's it called? Dark Souls didn't have a healing item outside of the gems? Or was that Demon Souls? I actually never played Demon Souls, and it's funny because I wanted to play Demon Souls, but it only came out for the PS3. And I never got it on the PS3, even though I got a PS3 much later on. So I said I was gonna buy it on the PS4, but it never came out for the PS4. So it came out for the PS5, and guess what? I don't have a PS5. In other words, guys, donate for the PS5 donation stream. Don't worry, any money that I get from streaming is going straight to that PS5. That way, what's it called? That way, I have something more that I could stream besides PC games and Switch games. But what kind of games are on the PS5 though, that are exclusive to it? Most of the games are coming out for PC, and I plan to upgrade my PC. So I might be able to play Elden Souls or Elden Ring on my PC one day. But that's why I don't know if I want to buy a PS5 or not if I plan to do it. Like Demon Souls is what I want to get. But yeah. You're not masochistic enough for the Souls-like either. XCOM being out. Are you enjoying your 95% chance to hit and missing 3 shots? Are you enjoying the Fire Emblem experience of getting killed with a 1% chance? Boy, do I have XCOM for you. XCOM is the Dark Souls of Fire Emblem. But yeah, Kirby was a fun game. I really enjoyed that Kirby game, and it was really easy, but at the same time, it was just comfy. You haven't played a console system you own in years? Genshin is the only thing I play about right now. I want to get back into Genshin. I mean, that's part of the things I want to do for next year. Join the enemy critting me from across full cover across the map. Sometimes I'm worried that the 95% chance just means that the bullets take a U-turn and hit me in the head because I missed. I'll be honest, I never played XCOM. But I watched my friends play it back in Sheep College. It was like we were in the dorm lobby and they got XCOM 2 for the first time, and I was just watching. And let me tell you, more often than not, 5% chance meant 100% chance. In other words, 5% chance of them hitting meant that they're gonna kill your units for sure. 5% chance of missing meant that you're gonna miss for sure. That game was all kinds of weird when it comes to RNG. But I wanna get to that. What else released this year? It's part of your character design. Yeah, actually. I mentioned that on one of my Genshin Impact stream, but part of it was inspired by Klee. Let me go pull up a picture of Klee. In fact, instead of pulling up a picture, I'm gonna do some more self-promotion and pull up some of my own art. Look at that, Alan being shameless, showing off his art. Who does he think he is? This is not his channel or anything. But yes, indeed it is. Oh, this is big. This is big Klee. So, take a look at this Klee. Like, I took a lot of inspiration from Klee. Like, I always liked the idea of the hat, so I added a hat to it. And Hoge was kind of cute. The elf ears wasn't like intentional because sheep actually have like sheeps actually have rather long ears in a way. So my ears actually more like sheep ears. But the rest of it was like based off like what I like. So like I usually like putting cloaks on my character. So I put a cloak here and I thought that I would tie the cloak to a drawing motif. And because sheep are fluffy, I added more sheep stuff or fluffiness to it. See it? That's freaking adorable. Thank you. Remember, I'm an artist, smiley face. Speaking of which, I was gonna actually talk about like the drawings I made for this year. And I was gonna do it through Pixiv. And I was gonna do it through like, what's it called? Through my manga. It was just gonna be focused on Pixiv art. Like the things I posted on Pixiv. Let's see. But before I do that, let's see. What else games came out this year? I mean, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out. Hey Miro, how are you doing today, Miro? Oh, let me go turn off this Klee. Long time no see? I know. Holidays are busy, aren't they? Are you enjoying yourself, Miro, in the holidays? Did you get a lot of rest? Did you get a lot of, what's it called? Did you get a lot of things done? I won't lie. I think this holiday was my laziest ever. There hasn't been many impactful games this year. I could see that. I mean, Elden Ring was the whole thing. You've been drawing the whole time? I saw. You're working on your live 2D stream or model, right? Crying face. Oh, I know it. Like, I haven't actually made a live 2D model, but I have seen the pieces that go into it. In fact, I actually practiced animating a bit too. Like, I was practicing animating a friend's model, and let me tell you, the bits and pieces that go into it are really tough. Having the layers separate, making sure the layers overlap in the correct way, making sure that you have a backdrop for layers to make sure it doesn't have just transparency. Oh my gosh, it's a pain. I think you should separate it based on what you plan to move. So, like, let me use my character as example, okay? Let me go. Let's do this the easy way. Wait. I have just the thing for this. You know what? I was like, when am I ever gonna need this prop ever again, alright? But, here it is. I needed this prop one more time. Alright. Hoo ha hee ha ha. Shadow clone no jutsu. Wait. I don't have it ready. Give me a second. I'm doing my shadow clone jutsu, guys. Bam. Alright. Alright, I can put my hands away. So, like, if I was to think about what I need to, like, do for Live 2D, let me go pull out my chainsaw pointer. Alright. Oh no, Alan, get out of there! So, like, if I was thinking about things that had to move, so, like, this big body piece in the middle would be one piece, but then, like, this last sash would be another piece, right? But if I wanted the fluff to move, then that would be separate. But if I don't want it to move, then I'll keep that, like, separated, right? So, like, it's basically when you look at it, that's why I said, like, it might help to have, like, a drawing of it complete or having a good sketch of it. That way you can figure out, like, oh, I need to separate the neck because it needs to have its own movement. Oh, I need to separate the face from the eyes and stuff. We're gonna eat good tonight? I gotta separate the ears like this. And chippity choppity, chippity choppity. Separate them. You got a naked body underneath. That's a good idea. The thing was, I'm gonna go the lazy route with my live 2D stuff. And I'm gonna, instead of making separate outfits, at least just for now, I'm gonna make it so, like, I'm gonna do what I did for Christmas. So I'm gonna have like this, where I make the outfit separately and I just slap it on. Bam! Ho ho ho! But if that's not good enough, bam! I'm Sprigatito, chat. I'm your little cat. Meow, that's right. All I play. Yeah. You watch some rigs of Live 2D and it was a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work between having to make the model and then having to rig the model. That's why like honestly, people ask for a lot of money, but they honestly are well deserved for asking for a lot of money. Let me go put my stuff away. There you go. We don't need these anymore. So I'm gonna do it that way, and I kind of like the idea of doing it because it makes it a little bit more fun for outfits because they're detachable. Mind blown. I like that emote. That looks so cute. But don't blame me. I mean, it's just a very efficient system, you know? You know? You know what's funny though? Like, I put a lot of work into like the previous model that I had, and like my friend who made this model actually put a lot of work into this one as well, because like I know I don't use it often, but I do have a lot of emotes here. So when I'm mad at chat, I'll be like, what are you talking about, chat? Who do you think you are? Wait, let me grab something to throw at you. I hate you, chat. Never come back here again. Whoosh. Right? But then it's like, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Like, I actually have a lot of bases here, but I just never get around to using them. I even have a kill mode. Initiating kill mode. What was I talking about? 2022. That's right, 2022. Let's see, but Scarlet and Violet came out like towards the end of the year, and I gotta say those are fun games. Honestly, I really enjoyed Scarlet and Violet. Like, I know people were bashing on it, but I think it's a good step up from what Pokemon was. I don't know if it's a step up from Arceus, but like I said, if they just combined Arceus and combined Scarlet and Violet, that would have been a really good Pokemon game. I just don't know how they would do it. Honestly, the Pokedex in Arceus was good. Like, I feel like if they ever done a Pokedex again, they need to take notes from Arceus's Pokedex. The idea of having to do different things for your Pokedex was a really fun idea. That way it's not like, oh, I catch the Pokemon, I got everything I need to know about the Pokemon, right? They could have made it too where it unlocks slowly, so it's like, oh, you catch the Pokemon, you unlock its name. You fight the Pokemon 5 times, you unlock its height. You fight it, use certain moves on said Pokemon, you unlock its, what's it called, its weight. And then like once you have all the other information, bam, Lobotomy Corporation. Are they just to fix the issues? Yeah, I think the thing is though, like, I'm not bothered by graphical issues as much as other people are. The gameplay is rather solid. Like, I don't think I had a problem with the gameplay. The gameplay loop was good. The gameplay itself was good. I mean, it's literally Pokemon. I mean, it's a little bit of a downgrade in some ways, but the graphics wasn't like my biggest turning point for Pokemon. Like, I don't look at Pokemon for graphics. It'd be really cool if the Pokemon had good graphics, but the fact that there was like a ton of Pokemon wandering around was very good enough for me. I have like very low standards. I'm what they call easy to please. But other than that, I'm trying to think. I don't think there was any other games that came out. I mean, the VGAs was a fun thing. I want to dedicate this sheep right here to my reform Rabbi Bill Clinton. Walking from NPC, they no longer challenge you on site. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I think that's the thing too. It's like it's kind of bothersome that they did that. I kind of liked it because it became like a fun thing. But at the same time, I think it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice that you can challenge them on your own accord. But it would be fun if they did like ambush you. It's like you're just walking. Like, especially like in Pokemon Ruby. I don't know how many people played Pokemon Ruby, but there was some ninja kids disguised. And they would pop out if you got too close. And they'd be like, I challenge you to a Pokemon battle. But they just look like a pile of leaves. It's cool. I think they should have like having them ambush you like that and like be super aggressive, like they're gonna fight you. It's a lot of like pretty fun. That was fun, yeah. I miss those things. I kind of want to go back and play some of the older Pokemon game. I was actually thinking about doing that. I want to kind of play some ROM hacks on stream, like Tohomon. I don't know if you guys heard of that one, but there was like a Tohomon where they actually take you to Gensokyo, and it's really cool because half the game is split between Gensokyo and the other half is split between the Pokemon world. So you actually have to jump back and forth between the two worlds. You grab items in Gensokyo and you fight trainers there. You grab items in the Pokemon world and you fight trainers there. It's actually really cool. Emerald was your favorite? I want to say Heart Gold and Soul Silver was my favorite. Black and White 2 was actually my second favorite, surprisingly, because it was actually the game that got me back into Pokemon. I took a long break after that. After Ruby and Sapphire, I took a really long break and didn't came back to it until Black and White 2. And then after that, I want to say Pokemon Sun, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon is my third favorite. Like those are, like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon added a lot that made it really cool. But yeah. I think that's all for this year in gaming. But let's talk about this year. Like, I gotta say, this year, currently playing Sun and Moon for the first time. Oh man, you're gonna love it. It's really good. Quite fun. I think Omega, Alpha, and Sapphire were good, but I felt like it wasn't too... No, I take it back. It was different. I don't know, something about it didn't just rub off to me the same way X and Y did. Like X and Y I really enjoyed, but Omega Sapphire and Alpha Ruby... Gosh, I botched that hard. Those two games were, I don't know. Something about it just didn't rub off in the same way that X and Y did. And I think it's probably part of the thing is like the 3D made everything felt smaller, if that made sense. Because when you look at the like the Game Boy version, everything felt much bigger and it felt more grander. Like X and Y felt big too. But for some reason, everything, since they were trying to be so faithful to the original game, because the way they had their tile sets and like their map layout, everything felt smaller because of it. I don't know, that's just me though. I did enjoy X and Y though. Like when I played Black and White 2, and that was like the game before X and Y, like I was super excited when X and Y was gonna come out. I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be like Pokemon Stadium animations. Boy, was I dead wrong. Oh, my bad. Like, here's the thing, my face buttons are right next to my mute button. So whenever I make a face, I accidentally press the mute button. But yeah, what I was saying is like the games don't have Pokemon Stadium animations, but I know why they don't. Because like if you ever look back at those Pokemon Stadium animations, they are actually really, really long. Like I could see, like I could envision how long it would take for a battle to go. And I could envision already how long it would take if you had multiple battles back. So while those animations were cool, it was just really, really one of those things that would take forever for a battle. Granted too, the other thing I could think of is probably like data limitations. The fact that like you had to make an animation for every Pokemon. So having it so just hop, skip, and jump makes it so much simpler. So you have like a physical attack animation, a special attack animation, and then you have your standard standing animation and fainting animation. I saw some people complaining about the newest Pokemon because it's not snappy enough because of the slow animations. Can't imagine if they had full animations. Slow animations? Are they talking about the battle animations? Because honestly, I think Scarlet and Violet is probably faster than every other Pokemon game, except for Arceus. Arceus had the fastest one. But I do know they're talking about like having I know they had the problem where it's like you can't turn it off. And that is a problem too, because like when you're grinding, sometimes you just want to go through it fast. But yeah, battle animations are a thing. Arceus is the only one I could think of where it had really fast animations, because everything was so, what's it called? Over the top crazy. They also took out like big attacks there, like Earthquake and Rock Slide. Let me drink some water. Oh man, I need to get used to doing a just chatting stream. I gotta say, this is my first just chatting stream. And I usually do a lot of just chatting with drawing, but I guess because I'm not drawing, I'm trying to talk a little bit more. If that makes sense, because I usually have moments of like, I gotta focus. But now I have moments of, you know what, chat? Video game, video game, video game, video game, video game. And then change topics to food, 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 food. So this is a new experience for me. But yeah, looking back at 2022, like there was a lot of fun games, but I feel like 2022, like, you know how people say this is their year, this is my year, this is your year? How many topics is there? I have a lot of topics written down. That's why I prepared for this just chatting stream. I was like, I gotta come up with a lot of things to make sure I don't stop talking. But yeah, like even this is supposed to be like a first thing experience. Like I think a lot of my first times happened this year. And I'm not talking about like romantically. Confirmed here, first time. You love food, so all good there. Yeah, heck yeah, food. But like when I think about it, I jumped from jobs this year, so I'm now a full-time colorist for a webtoon. I'm what's it called? I started my commissions this year. It's funny to see it too, because like I spent the first half of the year from January through June. No, maybe not even June. I want to say January through like March, somewhere around there. I want to say from January through March, I didn't get a single commission. But then all of a sudden, like around like 2 months ago, I got too many commissions. Like for a while there, I was working on like 5 commissions at once. And it was kind of crazy because like I told everyone the same thing, 2 weeks. Congrats. Yeah, thank you. Like this year, a lot of crazy things has happened. I even started streaming. Like I didn't start streaming until this year. I was in the first, yeah. Like I was literally, a lot of first things happened this year. I even like made an action story this year too. Like the dire engagement. That was my first action story. I won't lie. Like people say, like, you know, when people say this was my year or next year's gonna be my year, this year probably was my year. So many things has happened, so many changes happened, and I wasn't expecting to get this far, honestly. Like when I started the channel on August, I was wholly ready to be spending over a year talking to myself and, you know, trying to do my best to create content and have like content to empty ears. You know what I mean? You have to look at the story. Yeah. Like, I'm really glad that I gave it a chance, and I'm really glad I went 1000% into the VTubing thing, because I made so many fun things. So many things happened this year. I know, like I don't get a chance to show this off, and I know like it's kind of fun to show this off. But here, let me show you. Let me show you the thumbnails I've been making for about every single stream that I did. I have made a thumbnail. Let's see. You see this? Do you see this, chat? Oh no, you don't see it. Alright, I hope you're ready for being blasted with thumbnails, chat. Are you ready for this? Thumbnail. Ready? Thumbnail after thumbnail after thumbnail after thumbnail after thumbnail after thumbnail, day after day. So many different thumbnails here. And they're all fun and unique. I tried my best to make sure I either draw them or I made a thumbnail that didn't look the same as a previous one, with the exception of drawing streams. There was so many like whenever I want to think about my streams, like when I want to think about what I've done on stream, I just have to look at my thumbnails to see everything that's happened. Because in a way, the thumbnails is not just for you guys, but it's also for me. because I can keep track of all those times, those moments, all the things that I've done, all the silly gags, funny moments, the hee hee ha ha. I gotta say, I didn't think I would make this many thumbnails, much less get this far on doing that. Let me go throw this away. And that's not even all of it. 23 items. If you play Sword and Shield, you need to get a Wooloo and call it Alan. I probably will. Honestly, I got a Flaffy and called it Chat. Really good. Oh, thank you. Ninja, thank you. But honestly, I'm thinking of making it so I do like a thumbnail. I'm trying to make a, what's it called? When I make the Discord, I'm gonna make like a thumbnail category, so that way I post every single thumbnail I make moving forward. That way you guys can also look back at it, because a lot of the times you don't actually get to see the quality of the thumbnail on the YouTube videos, because that's the only place like you get to see it. So like when you look at this thumbnail, you get a zoomed or a smaller version of it, but you don't often get to see the small things to it, like the fact that there was like, I don't know, blood off the axe, right? Stuff like that. There's like a lot of little things that you don't get to see on the thumbnail because they're so small on the, what's it called? But I gotta say, like, beyond that too, just beyond that, when I look at my art, there was so many things too that I've done. Let's take a look back at the art. 2022. This is what the stream is for. It's looking back at 2022, chat. That's what I designed the stream for. Whoops, wrong one. I meant to do this. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Feels like improving your art. Thank you. I want to say too, like my friend tells me the same things. Like when it comes to art, drawing a lot's the secret. You just got to keep drawing. You just got to keep drawing. Let me go ahead and what's it called? Crop this really quick. That's why when I said like I went 1000% to the VTubing thing, I literally did win 1000% to the VTubing thing. Still making the comic too somehow. Let's take a look at some old art. I thought we could take some of the moments to look back at 2022 to look at some art that I made. Let's see. Wait, this is 2021. We're going too far back, guys. We're going too far back. Ah. I think I improved a lot too. Like, I think it's funny too. Like, if I pull up, let me pull up this Calliope image. When I first started drawing, I didn't really know what to do backgrounds and stuff, right? So like some of my earlier drawings didn't really have a background. So like if we look at this Aine Toast one, it was just a gray backdrop, right? Oh, I remember this. This was like 2 years ago, but I love it. Look at this taco, chat. Look at this taco in pain. BGM gives me Doki Doki. That's good. I like this drawing. This is my drawing music, right? But yeah, when I go back to like my earlier drawings, a lot of them didn't really have like interesting backdrops, right? A lot of them had like very plain backdrops. But I think like starting this year, at least like starting at the end of last year, I ended up doing like more complicated backdrops. Like you can see already here on this Calliope drawing. This Calliope drawing has a more complicated backdrop, right? Let me see what else I had. Like this Ina drawing right here. That was, oh, that was last year. Let's see, this Pecora drawing. You downloaded it for the reactions? Yeah, you could use it as a, like you could use it as an emote too. Maybe I'll put that as an emote in my, what's it called? Like they got more colorful and vibrant, right? Look, there's Sordial. Look at Sordy. Wait. Oh, you can see how slow my internet's going. Oh no, my internet's lagging, guys. Look at Sordial. Right? Look, there's the Ina drawing too. Like, as time goes on, like I got in really good at backdrops that I wasn't expecting. 1 second, my dog is biting the wall again. I'll be right back. I know, I saw that, Sorty. Have you seen the Myth versus Ina animation? I have, actually. I haven't seen the full thing, but I've seen like the first few pieces before they started, what's it called? Before I dropped off of it. The same day they released, Ina killed Myth 2 or 3 times. Yeah, if you can't tell, my Oshi is Ina. And honestly, like, a lot of how Ina streams is like how I want to approach streaming. I want to be comfy. I want to be silly. I want to be fun. But most of all, I want to inspire people. I want to make you guys, I want you guys to think like, if I could do something like this, I want you guys to like think you can do something like this too. Whether it's drawing, whether it's streaming, whether it's making games, especially that last part coming soon, 2023. Making animations. I wanted to be one of those things where like, I wanted to inspire people the same way Ina does. Like, look at this one. This one is like one of my favorite ones. I really, really like this, what's it called? This Ollie one. Because of the way the backdrop looks. Like, I like to shatter the glass to represent she's dead. And it's like right here to the head. And I like the flowers, which is Hydregonos, I believe. Which is like a flower for dead things, right? And it has like cuts all over it, right? But I also liked how, like what I did here, where it's like the 2 pictures. It's so good. Heck yeah, Ina's pretty cute. I know, Ina. Well, yeah, I made this year, didn't I? Look at her, chat. Look at her. Feel intimidated by her presence. Oh no, my tabs are building up. Oh, Sana left this year, didn't she too? Oh, I just remembered it because of the picture. Maybe you want to start drawing, now you're making me want to learn. You can do it. Honestly, you can do it. Let me show you some of my oldest drawings. Like, if we went to my Offtask manga, let me see. Let me go to Offtask really quick. Oh, it logged me out. Thank you. Let me see. Like, if we look back at my old drawings, this was all the way back in 2020, I believe. Like, even then, I wasn't very good. Like, there was a lot of problems that I could see and I could point out. Honestly, I really want to go back and fix a lot of things, but I decided against it. Like, I could have done so much better. And honestly, I probably can do much better. Everything would look so much better if I redrew it. And I'm trying to resist the temptation to. I haven't seen it in a month. There's like a huge improvement. Like, this is what I look back then versus like now. Like, if I put a drawing of like something like that now, it's a little bit more, I don't know, my bodies are a lot more fuller. Like, oh wait, I forgot you guys can't see that. There we go. Like, the bodies feel more fuller now that I draw them. Even like in my manga, like the bodies feel a lot more fuller. Improvement? Yeah. And that was only 1 year. They say like it takes 1,000 years. Not 1,000 years. I mean, technically I am 1,000 years old, chat. I'm 1,000 years old. So I am 1,000 years of experience. But yeah, like when I look at between this and like the older chapter, there's like a big like difference in like body structure. Like, I got in a lot better in bodies and such. Some of that stuff go, though. That way you can see the progression. Yeah. I know that, what's it called? I've always been hung up. I don't let it be public how I feel about my drawings. But I do know, like, I've always been hung up by the fact that, you see the noodle arms in the first battle? Shh, don't worry about it. Like, I've always been hung up on the fact that I couldn't draw. Don't worry about it, chat. Like, I always have been hung up that like my drawings were not good enough, that I couldn't like make something look really good. And I still get hung up on that still. I won't lie. I still feel bad that like I can't make something look really good like everybody else can. But I mean, if I had to look back on my progress, I think I've really grown, especially on this Vesper one. Why a spear? Weapons are just cool. I'm never gonna use it, but you hold it in his hand, it's just go, yeah. Yeah, I mean, looking at it too, just the recent drawings are so much full of life compared to like some of my older drawings. Not that one. Go away. Not that one. Don't look at my Streamlabs chat. What was that an ad for? Sorry, I got distracted by ad. Where's the old drawings? You got serious talent? Thank you. I wouldn't say I got talent, honestly. I feel like it's more that I'm persistent and I just try really hard. Art was like another 1000%. Someone decided to go back to you and commission you twice. I know. So, I mean, if anything, this year has a impact on my thoughts on my drawings. I feel like I became more confident in my drawings, and I think it's starting to show in my lines. I think it's also like, if you take a look at my earlier line work, let me see. Let me go over here. Let me make sure I don't get banned by ads. I swear, Pixiv has some naughty ads. Naughty. Like, if I go back to my earliest, in fact, let me go to my earliest illustration. If we go to my earliest illustration, like the line work isn't as clean. This one was the earliest drawing I made. What? I guess that looks pretty good, actually. But the line work, it's a little bit weirder, honestly, than compared to what I do now. I think my line work has gotten more bold, much more thicker. Like, I used to use such thin lines back then. Gotta make it full screen for us. Look at this Nep. Isn't she cute? Look at this Nep. If anything, if you guys want to know who inspired Aine, Neptunia and Nep is one inspiration for Aine's like behavior. Aine is supposed to be just like Nep, where she's kind of lazy, where she's super excitable, where she's a little wacky and like unhinged. And like Remy's supposed to be more like Nor, where she's a little bit more refined and a little bit more mature, but she's also like lonely and stuff. You'd be making a difference. Yeah, that's true. I kind of want to make my lines like, here's the thing, like whenever I look at like art styles that I admire and like art styles I need to make sure that I want to try to be more like, I'm realizing I'm going very far off track. Because I'm noticing my outlines are really getting thick. So I'm trying to make sure, I'm trying to figure out like a good balance between it. But I do want to try to make a manga in black and white and stuff, you know? Like, I haven't had a chance to try to explore that, but yeah. That is something I did want to do, where I want to try to make another story in black and white. And I have a plethora of story ideas. Like, I swear, every time I go to the shower, I get another idea. Like, here's an idea. I think I told it to you guys. Like, technically the first chapters, they were, but the thing was, that was back when I was unskilled. I feel like I'm better at drawing, that it would look much more different than in black and white now. But here's another fun idea for you guys. I hope nobody's taking notes to take my ideas. If you are planning to take my ideas, chat, let me tell you, I have something for you that starts with a G and ends with a U. N. Don't take my ideas, chat. You see that? Don't take my ideas. Wait, do? 1 second. Priority. This should be right here. There you go. Don't take my ideas, chat. Make sure you're not taking notes. Are you taking notes, chat? Are you taking notes? That's what I thought. So, my idea, right? The idea that I had was basically like a, I want to say it's like an adventuring manga, like a fantasy one. I'm very high fantasy. Just whistling, not taking notes. Stop that whistling. But the idea is like there's a guy that comes to a town, right? And in the town, the guy ends up getting like he's realizing that he dropped his wallet. So he's trying to figure out how to survive in this adventuring town with 0 gil. Or 0 gold or whatever money currency they have, right? And it was supposed to be like this thing where he works himself from being poor to being rich. Sort of like a Kazuma situation, except like it was gonna emphasize on the fact like what he had to do to survive. Like he goes camping. He had to like make a camp out of like leaves and trees. He had to go like hunt monsters to eat. Like he would be caught eating a rabbit, stuff like that. So it was like a story where it's like a survival kind of story, but he just doesn't have money and he's slowly working his way up. So he starts off by hunting animals for like pennies, right? and he gets like pelt to sell. Then he buys himself a guild license, but he's still living out in the wild. Then he learns the true friends he made along the way is the money that he spent. I thought that'd be a fun idea. Did you like that idea, chat? Did you like the idea? Hmm? Say it's a good idea, chat. Say it. I'm just kidding, chat. Where's my hand? Do I have a hand? I thought I had a hand. Where's my hand? Oh, do I not have a hand prop? Oh, I thought I had a hand prop. Okay. Let's improvise. Alright, chat. This is the best improvise I'm gonna get. Alright. We're gonna give you head pats. Is that what you want? Do you want head pats, chat? Say that you want head pats and I'll give you head pats. Kneel before me. There you go. Who's a good chat? Wait, I had it one layer over. There you go. There you go, chat. Who's a good chat? That's right, you are. Do you like it when I scratch behind your ear like that? Do you like it when I scratch behind your ear? That's a great idea, thank you. I do a chat. You got distracted? What was that? You got distracted, you say. Distracted, huh? Hmm? Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Man, I am so unorganized. Where did that gun go? Fine. We're not just gonna grab a gun. Because I keep losing my props. We're being organized. There it is. We're gonna use this as a gun prop. There you go. For having everything organized, I don't have everything organized. Yeah. I hope you guys, what's it called? I hope you guys have a wonderful 2022. I don't know how your guys' 2022 went, but I hope your guys' 2022 went really well too. Runs. It's a dice roll. 20 or 30 seconds. I know. I could tell you, right now it's in the green. If you refresh, you'll have a low delay. But if it's in the red, then I know that the delay is big. Let's give you like a bow tie. You're never gonna outrun it. Here you go. We're gonna dress you up, chat. There you go. There you go. I love how the props just come together. There you go. A little like bow tie for you, right? We'll give you a little hat too. This is the fun thing about being an artist. You literally get to make all your own props. Like all the stream assets, it's all yours. At the time you were looking up for your gun, I haven't been able to find a bow and string it up. I know. There you go. Look at you. You're looking really cute. No, I don't like that hat actually. Let's give you a more snazzier hat. Let's give you. There you go. There you go. Your Bing Bing Wahoo hat, chat. There you go. Look at you. You're a little cute Mario. Do a Chris Pratt impression. What is this place? Being an artist just makes it that you can make your own little world even on stream. Yeah, that's true. I think that's the fun thing, and that's part of the reason I wanted to get into art. I always want to just like create a world. I wanted to be a god. I wanted power. I wanted strength. I needed more. I couldn't just let myself be like this, right? In the end, what is an artist but a god of his own creating? A god of his own device. A creature. Man, I was giving a dramatic monologue, but the thing's not working well. There you go. You see, chat? That was my whole intention in the first place. The whole point of me streaming was to take control, make things mine, grow a community, and slowly take over the world. I'm gonna do it over here, chat. Sayonara. Don't worry, I'm back here. Oh no, don't look at that. He saw my pants. He saw me without pants. Oh. I don't like to wear pants when I stream. Strap his little legs. There we go. Alright though, I think this is a good place to end it. We managed to go for the full 2 hours. You know what? How do I feel about just chatting stream? Technically this is like my first just chatting stream, but it's also my last just chatting stream for 2022. And what I gotta say, it's pretty good. I gotta say, it's kind of enjoyable to just play with props and stuff. I don't know if I want to make this a regular thing, because part of the reason I do drawing stream is my like to finish up things I don't have finished. So like, even though I did a just chatting stream, these are probably going to be really rare. The reason I was able to do it this week was because I didn't have much to do. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll do more just chatting streams along the way. Maybe we'll have a date night on Valentine's chat. We'll never know. See the streamers having fun? As usual. Half an hour shift? No. I'm sorry. Make a rope out his wool. Glad to hear you're not overworking yourself. I was gonna overwork myself this week, but I actually got really lazy and relaxed. Like, I end up like just playing some games that I didn't have a chance to play, like Omori and stuff like that. And you know, I just relaxed. I even played some Pokemon. I haven't gotten too far into Pokemon games, so you know, but I did figure some things out, like the fact that I probably should have gone to some areas before I out-leveled it. But it's okay, it's okay. This is part of the Pokemon experience. With that said, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the last stream of 2022. Do you guys have anything else you want to say before 2022 ends? And before I make my closing remarks? What do you guys have to say about 2022, huh? What do you guys have to say about 2022? You got anything important to say? I'm right here looking. I'm waiting for you to say something. What do you gotta say, little guy? Do something. Rest is also important? I agree. Rest is very important. You know, I'm realizing it more and more that, like, if I don't rest, I don't get many ideas. Like, I feel like some of my ideas are lacking if I don't rest. So, especially when it comes to streaming stuff, like when I didn't rest, like I was having a hard time figuring out stream topics. Can only hope it gets better. I hope it gets better for everyone too. Like, I know I talked a lot about myself, but I really hope for everybody else. I hope you guys have a wonderful, or at least had a wonderful 2022. And I hope that 2023 is going to look good too. In fact, come back on Sunday. We're going to do a New Year's resolution stream. I have also listed a bunch of New Year's resolutions that I want to talk about. In fact, next Friday is going to be the first day that we're going to do my first New Year's resolution. Wait, no, next Saturday. Next Saturday. Yeah. Let's just say it has to do with fits and rings and exercising and collapsing. See you in 2023. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream as much as I did. Let me see. Be sure to follow my Twitter for schedule stuff. Be sure to follow my YouTube for VODs. Be sure to follow my Pixel for art. Be sure to follow my Webtoon for webcomic stuff. I gotta get better at doing that. 2023 resolution. I don't really have much to say actually. Now I think about it, I said a lot of things. But I won't be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow is New Year's. So I have a lot of family stuff to do. Got a lot of New Year's tradition stuff to enact. For those who don't know, I'm a shrine maiden. So I do shrine maiden things on New Year. No, I don't actually. Yeah, I'm not a shrine maiden. Heck yeah! Next stream will be on Sunday, January 1st. And hopefully my internet will be better because I want to stream on higher quality. But that said, I did record this stream on a higher quality. So hopefully when it uploads to YouTube, it looks good. So if you want to check out what it looks like in nice crisp 1080p, then yeah, check it out on YouTube. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight as much as I did. Thank you for those who followed. Thank you for those who subscribe. And thank you. Do I have a finger pointing? Wait. We can't end the night without this finger pointing. Wow, I did not get this finger point thing. Give me a second. Give me a second, chat. I'm almost there. I should have got this ready beforehand, but I'll get it ready next time. Alright. There you go. Thank you! Wait. This hand? Thank you, the viewer. Not for making 2022 enjoyable. Thank you for joining in for the stream. Thank you for chatting, right? If you're a lurker, thank you for lurking and listening, right? Thank you for all those new viewers. Thank you for old viewers. And thank you, especially you, for everything, chat. I hope you guys have a wonderful last day of 2022. Hopefully the moon doesn't fall. And I hope to see you guys in the new year. Have a good night, guys. See you next year. I'm gonna go in hibernation until 2023. Good night, guys. Bye-bye. Also, be sure to refresh because there's a delay. Wait. Let me go pick at that sheep. New Year! Happy New Year, chat! Let's see. I'll even post a Happy New Year drawing. Look for it, chat. There you go. Thank you! The little sheepy that's talking. There you go. Have a good slide in the next era. Yeah! Technically, you guys in like overseas are probably gonna be there faster. You guys are in the future. Alright, I should get off though. I got some things to do. And when I mean I promised a friend that I'd watch a movie with them. I don't know what movie we're gonna watch, but they have me hostage. They're like, Alan, we're gonna watch a couple movies together. I'm like, how many? And they said like, we're gonna watch 2 movies and it's gonna be 6 hours long. Oh no, chat! Bye bye! Happy New Year! Good night, guys! Bye bye! Bye bye!